What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Locals Sk8. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. This is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, here with me always, we have one of the couch boys today,
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Victor Castillo. And now let's introduce our guest. We have a special guest in the house, Chris Roberts.
OG Skate Show.
Dude, how's it feel to be on the other side of the specials?
It was okay. How long did it take you to get that intro down?
Dude, I had it down better, and then I kind of messed it up.
No, you did great, but I'm just saying, like, it probably took a while for you not to mess that up.
Nah, I watch your show all the time.
Yeah, but that intro was crazy, bro.
Oh, the intro?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got that down.
Okay.
Kind of sounded original, like it came from Chris.
I know, but my intro's easy. It's just 3 specials and we're good.
And start with the wow.
The best, the names get me.
The names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I'll mess up because I overthink it.
Yeah.
I'll overthink it. I'll be like,
it happens to me too.
And I'll focus on like the last name. The most famous one is Tom Karangolov.
Okay.
I was like, he sat down. I love Tom. Tom's the best dude. He actually, it was funny, but he's like, Tom. And I'm like, Tom, Karangolov. All right, ready? Special. Todd Karangolov. And I called him Todd instead of Tom. I was so hyper focused on Karangolov that it was a mess.
Right.
It was a mess.
I mean, I've done.
But
the
it was a genuine mistake.
Yeah, I've done the last names before, like just pronounce like something just off a little bit, you know, like instead of instead of you know, or something, and then it's like. Because, like, I'm focused on the intro. So I'm like, and then sure enough, and like, I've started before forgetting to ask the last name.
Dude, you gotta ask. I always, if it's a weird, like, I just want to ask, is it this? Is it this? Do you pronounce the L's or is it the L's silent or whatever, you know? And some people will be like, oh, yeah, it's just this. And I'm like, but that's not even the proper way to say it. They're like, yeah, that's the way we say it, though.
The best that I loved about that you asked them is like, we now know how to say Roelly.
Jeff Roelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the whole time I was one of the guys calling him Rowley.
Everybody was.
Yeah.
I don't think one person in this universe was calling him Roelly.
And then Mike as well.
Mike.
Valeli.
Valeli?
Valeli.
Right.
See?
Right.
I didn't flub that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this person leave like a pretty nasty comment telling me that I'm pronouncing Jeff Roelly's name wrong.
Right.
How dare you? He's a legend. This and that. He obviously never saw the first episode with Roelly where he told us how his name is pronounced. And so I replied to him with just the link with the timestamp. So it goes. So right when he clicks on that, it goes right into him trying to pronounce or telling us how to pronounce his name, Roelly.
Yes.
And he wrote back. He's like, "Dude, I'm so sorry, dude. I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time." I'm like, "Us too."
Yeah.
But dude, don't come at me crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm not making fun of the guy. That's how he pronounce his name. Jeff Roelly.
Yeah.
I trip out how like some people get so defensive with like, you know, the names or like other things.
But it's like the person's not getting defensive.
Right?
It's the people who.
Yeah.
It's like, if he's not getting defensive, then let it be.
Yeah, because if somebody was that mad about it, he would have corrected you on the show.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I'd be like, let's teach you how to say my name before we get started. You know.
Bro. It's crazy.
But yeah, dude. Well,
but thanks for having me,
dude.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, making the drive.
I want to say also that 100 episodes is crazy.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I know the hustle. I know how it. 100 of anything is crazy. Like 100 push-ups is crazy. 100 anything 100 is nuts. Just think about that. It's you crazy. Have sat here 100 times with 100 different people.
Probably more because we've recorded a few over. But you know.
Yeah, it happens.
And then we've had one before that, like, say we were doing 2 in a day at one time, but they were shorter.
Okay.
And so someone would sit in and wait for their episode, and then they'll see how, like, maybe somebody else's went a little better, and they go, I want to do mine again.
Really?
I seen how it goes down now. Okay. And like, can we do it again? And I'm like, yeah, we can do it again.
Okay.
Because I mean, I want them to be happy.
100%.
What we put out too.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that with our show, I'm like, this is your episode. This isn't our episode. This is the guests.
Right.
If you're stoked on it, we're stoked on it.
Yeah, and that's what makes me happy is when everybody's like excited when they're done.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh man, was that okay?" I'm like, "That was awesome."
Yeah.
You know, like
for sure.
it's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
And again, like every week we've put out for 100 episodes now, so
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Congrats.
Thank you.
It's gnarly. A lot of people start this endeavor and they don't realize how much of a full-time job this can be, and just all the blood, sweat, and tears getting put into it. So yeah, it's dope, man.
It's like a lot of sacrifice, a lot of time consuming and stuff. And it's a lot of learning skills too, technology, cameras, how to run the equipment. And, you know, I've been learning a lot just being here in the podcast and stuff.
Totally, dude. Like, I didn't go to school for it.
Oh,
sound engineering. Like, I just bought a soundboard and like Googled it and YouTubed it and tried to figure it out and make the best sound that you know, it's like you just go with it.
Yeah,
you know,
and then every episode you're like, okay, well, let's do this different, or like, you know, you just start implementing things that it works for you, and then it, you know, like it molds it. Like I started off thinking like, because I watched your podcast, of course, that's just how we got started, is loving what you guys do over there, and we get to know all the pro history, you know. And so now I was like, well, man, imagine the local skaters had a voice like that. You know, we get to know where they come from, how they got on the board, you know, and then get to know them off the skateboard as well, because a lot of the times we just see clip. You don't get to see these kids' personalities. And what we would love to have in the future is maybe somebody from the show come out and maybe make it and be pro one day, and they're like, wow, and they remember where, you know, they came here, and you know, but or even like somebody watching the show that's like, I'm gonna check this kid out now because I see his personality is cool, skating's good,
right,
and he's local maybe to where they're at. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, never know.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
It's all skateboarding. You know?
That's what it is.
We had some youngsters coming in, and like their parents watched the show and they're like, oh, I didn't know my son was into this. Like, good to know now, you know?
Oh yeah.
I had some good comments on YouTube. Like,
sick.
Like I had no idea my son felt like this. You know? Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, it's and to see the passion, you know, and then they're like, and then me seeing that was giving me chills. Like, oh, we're doing something good.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I thought it was important, and it feels cool too. You know, like, you know, yeah.
No,
yeah, and shout out to Raj too, because I asked him, I go, what is it? What do I need to do? He's like, just do it.
Yeah.
Never gonna do it if you don't do it.
True.
So
it's good advice for anybody out there.
Yeah.
Just handle it.
I mean, I treat it like skateboarding. I've said it before on the show. It's like, you know, you're not gonna learn to kickflip on your first day. You know, you gotta learn to push.
I don't know that some of these people are learning.
Some of these kids nowadays, yeah. But again, these kids will probably know more about this technology than me too nowadays.
Sure.
They're so computer savvy and they're just all in the technology. But
yeah, dude.
But yeah, man, it's been great.
That's good.
Yeah.
Dude, congrats, bro.
Thank
you.
It's amazing,
man. Now go do 100 push-ups right now.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
After the show.
After the show,
maybe we'll do 100 ollies.
I'm getting my car and going home.
All right, let's get into it. First question I ask everybody is, what city are you repping?
Oh, damn! You want me to like start?
You know, if you need to.
Okay.
If you need to let the homies know.
I don't even, the only one I know is the Skate Mafia.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I don't even know that one. Right now, where I'm living.
What city are you repping? You can rep where you're born. You can rep where.
I mean, I'm born in Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm repping Marina Del Rey, dude.
Marina Del Rey?
Yeah, it's Venice adjacent. So it's right next to Venice. It's literally like, you know, you take a step over and you're in Venice, you know.
All right.
But then, I rep that. I don't even know if we don't have any signs or anything.
Yeah, the freeway signs. They tell you to get there.
Okay.
All right. And how's Larry doing?
Larry.
Yeah.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those that don't know, it's my cat.
Yeah.
My cat, Larry. Yeah.
And it's a female.
She's a good girl. She's a good girl. Yeah.
All right. That's good. That's good. And when and how did you start skating?
It's not, you know, listen, I somebody asked me this the other day, and it's not an exciting story. It's not, I didn't get a Christmas complete. At Christmas, Santa didn't come down the chimney and give me the newest board. And like, it was literally in high school. I started when I was 15, so I started late. But my friends started skating. And so I just kind of followed suit. Yeah. And we all went and got boards. there was a couple other skaters in the high school, or by the time junior high probably. And there was a couple other skaters there, and we kind of just started to skate. And so it was just kind of like you kind of do what your friends are doing, right? It's like the friends are BMXing, so you're BMXing. Your friends are doing this, so you're doing that, you know? And it was just kind of like I kind of followed suit. So nothing crazy.
Do you remember what year this was?
1991.
91? Oh,
yeah.
The year I was born.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 91, baby.
Jesus, this guy over here making me feel old, man. Is this how you treat your guests, bro?
You should have said that, bro.
We're all young.
Blind Video Days was my first video part first video that I watched.
That you watched,
yeah,
yes.
So good.
Yeah. I mean, I love those because those videos made you feel like you wanted to be part of that. Like I hung up the Fulfill the Dream board because we already know how you feel about that video. So I mean that's what's, man, I love skateboarding.
And they don't. Sometimes they don't make them like that anymore, you know. But it's like the team camaraderie feeling. You could feel when a team is manufactured, you know, meaning that like it's essentially like
this guy's from over here.
They just kind of put the best people together, and they're not even friends. They're not friends, but they don't skate together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They might skate on that trip or something, but they're not like.
They're not like the homies going out and skate. Yeah, so you could kind of see that, I think, nowadays.
Well, I could see that more with, like, because, like, say, like, I don't know, Red Bull. So the Red Bull team is going to go out.
That's different, though.
Yeah.
Right? That's like, it should be manufactured, I think. Okay. Because it's Red Bull.
Right.
Like, I'm talking about, like board companies.
Right.
You know? It's like those guys skate together.
Yeah, like Baker.
And that's why you see, like, a lot of people, like, will leave a team and go to another team. Because they're like, well, their homies are over there, you know, so it kind of makes sense, you know. It
does, yeah.
But
all right, and do you? I know your first board, but what was your first?
Jason Lee, baby, Jason Lee, Support America.
Okay,
it's a very.
Do you have that board in your collection?
I do.
Oh, that's good.
Used. My first board. I have my board.
Oh, you have your first board. Okay.
Yeah, razor tail, all of everything.
Man, I wish I saved mine.
Yeah.
Is Jason Lee one of your favorite skaters?
No, Jason Lee's awesome, but I wouldn't say he's my favorite. Eric Costa's my favorite skater
of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I don't have to think about that one. But Jason Lee, obviously legend. But you know, I'm going into a skate shop. I don't know anything about skating. I'm going into Rip City in Santa Monica, OG legend of a skateboard shop, and I'm just picking out a board. You know, I don't know anything at that point.
You're buying it by the graphic.
Point. Yeah, kind of. And probably, I don't remember to a certain degree, but they were probably kind of, oh, you should get this, and you should get that, and this and that. Or this
guy's a dope skater, get this one.
Maybe, yeah. I don't remember, but I would assume that's what they were doing.
I remember.
You know, they were probably trying to get rid of their old product, too, that would sit on the shelf. Here comes this kid. Let's dump some of these wheels that we've had. No.
Yeah.
My bad. I have a question. When you were going to the skate shop, did you go with your parents or by yourself?
I think at that point I was 15, so I didn't have a car. Like maybe they probably bought it for me too, so I probably went with them. Yeah. I don't think at 15 they're giving me $160 to go buy a board.
My first board was like maybe $120 because I had to get like the blank wheels and but I got the Venture trucks and I got the Sean Sheffy Plan B board. And I was so excited, man. I was like, because Sean was one of my favorite skaters watching virtual reality. And I was like, the guy was just like, man, a beast on the skateboard. And I was a big guy, so it felt like if I can do it, he can,
Oh, yeah.
I felt like I could skate like him. Which I didn't, but I tried.
Yeah, we all do. I couldn't skate like Eric Costin, but I tried.
Yeah. All right, you goofy or regular?
Regular.
All right, and let's see here. How old were you when you first got your first sponsor?
I got a couple little sponsors here and there. It was like, Grind King gave me some trucks. It was all like really loose flow. It wasn't like flow to a point. It was kind of like local stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Like Grind King was local. Mm. Like a couple people skated for them that I don't remember at this point who it was. But it was just like a local. So like Grind King, again, they just gave me a couple trucks. Kind of went in there often. And then before I got on chocolate, obviously like Blind, Rodney Mullen gave me a package.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I gave him a video. I tell the story, but it's funny, but it's kind of true because he asked for another skate video sponsor me, and you're like nah, good. You got one. Well, dude, I was so. We can joke about it now, but I was dead set on chocolate.
Okay.
Like that's where I wanted to be. I didn't. Like, it was awesome getting flowed by Blind, or like those are my favorite companies growing up before, all these people like went over to Girl and Chocolate. But I just knew, I was like, I want to be on chocolate. So like I was blessed for Rodney doing that, but I was just like, I just give me a couple boards, I can get by, and I'm not trying to like,
That's cool that you were in the scene though, that everybody was like involved somehow or another in the industry. Was that going to the spots that you got to know these?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, dude, the Sand Gaps.
Okay, in
obviously
Venice.
And then the graffiti pits in Venice, and then the West LA Courthouse.
Yeah.
Like those, and then there was another spot called the Douglas Ponds, which you'd probably see. It's kind of a rink with like little small ledges in it. You've probably seen it for sure.
Okay, and
so it was kind of like everybody. I mean, they were the spots to go to, so like, everybody would roll through there.
And then just talking to people and just hanging out and be like, hey, did they hit you up first and be like,
of course, bro. They saw how dope I was like,
they saw the talent.
Yeah, man. They see my work. No, at that point too, it's just, I don't know. It's just, you start to kind of build
a relationship.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys used to even buy boards out of trunks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, product and stuff like that. Like,
dude.
That's crazy.
Bro.
That's when chocolate was already around, right?
No, that was before.
That was before chocolate?
That was when all those guys were still on all the World Industry Camp.
Okay.
Blind, Plan B, World Industries. Like, they were loading up their trunks.
Who was in the circle right there? Like,
well, it was everybody. I mean, like, because they would all come down to the Westlake Courthouse, the Sand Gaps, all the spots that I just mentioned, and boom, they'd open the trunk up, and it was like their skate shop. Tim Gavin, Costin, Chico. I mean, well, I don't know Chico. He was maybe down here a couple times. Daniel Castillo, like all those, So just being around them and buying stuff off them, I just became friendly with them. I wouldn't say friends yet.
Okay. Yeah. So that's how it started breaking the ice.
Yeah. You see the kid coming up with $10, for some wheels. Dude. He's good. Yeah. Let's go.
These guys used to buy, or Victor used to buy boards off of Ron Rez back in the day when he was working at a dealership. They would go to the dealership and ask, hey, and then they'd hit him up and buy some boards.
I wonder if that's still, it has to still. But back then it was more elevated. Like these dudes, it was well known. Mm-hmm. These guys, we've talked about it on our show. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, anybody watching this for the first time. They all talk about it openly, how they used to just go raid product, pillowcases filled with wheels, boards. That's why the blank board epidemic came around.
Yes.
That's why they were all riding blank boards. Mm-hmm. And that's why...
And they got popular because of that.
We
all wanted blanks now.
I took paint remover and removed my graphics. Wow. Because I wanted a blank board.
You think you ever removed a graphic you would have wanted kept?
Probably, but I already... maybe. But I already skated it, too.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, that's how they all got. So, I mean, it was like they'd open their trunk and it would just be a skate shop in there.
Dang.
It's like, it was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I don't see that too often anymore, like somebody actually coming to a spot and trying to sell a product. But
yeah. We see the Skateboard Bus.
Skateboard Bus?
Yeah, they come through.
That's a rolling skate shop.
Yeah, I know. I met him. I met him down at Exposure.
Daniel, shout out.
But they're not taking the product from their sponsors and then selling
That's
it.
That's different,
right?
Yeah. Completely different.
You know what? I'm sure people sell a couple boards now and again. A couple boards, a couple wheels, but not like it used to be.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
And also nowadays, the skate industry is it's smaller and it's more like back then it was like Rocco owned these companies and it was different. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like the homie, like Rick Howard and Mike Carroll owned Girl and Chocolate with Spike Jones and Megan Baltimore. Like, I'm not going to go in there and grab a box of boards and go sell them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I got way too much respect,
Exactly.
Like, you're never going to do that.
I heard I don't know if it's true, but I heard you could get kicked off your sponsor for doing that, no? Selling the product?
I mean, why? Yeah, for sure. Especially if you're selling a lot.
Right.
But I think it is kind of like you could, go, I think people sell a couple boards now and then. Because here's the thing, nowadays, too, people aren't getting paid that much.
That's what I was thinking. Like, maybe a sponsor would be like, hey, like, we're going to give you extra product because we can't pay you this much money.
I know that they used to.
Yeah, and then, like, here's maybe just keep what you need, I'm sure, and then and then sell the rest.
I know they used to.
At least maybe they can't say it out loud, but,
Yeah. Yeah. And I can't speak for all the kids nowadays and how they do it, but I'm sure people, get $20 for a board, 25 with grip.
We were able to go to like one of the Madrid brothers' house. If the porch light was on, we can go to his door and knock and buy a blank skateboard for like $20 and $5 for grip.
Dude had his fucking light on and everything, ready to go. His shop's open.
He'd open the door and it'd be like all the wood, and then he had the ever slicks next to that.
Yeah,
and it'd be like it's just $5 more for the slicks, and we used to like those ones, but and they had like this marble finish on them. They were like,
okay,
yeah, but I mean, it was cool, like just to know that we had that connect. So
got the plug, man,
dude. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
I was like, we're really gonna go to this guy's house and just knock on his door?
I know, right? What is going on?
I kind of felt like when we used to go visit Ron at his job.
Yeah.
$15 think boards. Were they think boards? I think boards, but yeah, they were still like brand new, dude. And I was barely getting into skateboarding, and just buying a $15 deck. I was like, why not?
Yeah,
100%, bro.
Those were the days, man. Yeah, blank. It was, but then I started learning like the blank wheels. They'd get a flat spot pretty quickly.
They're on the cheaper side.
They're on the cheaper, the $10 wheels, and now I buy the bones and stuff. Now that I have a job and can afford to actually buy decent products, so
right. Because I also feel like we don't. When you get older, you can't skate as much as you want to skate. So you're not.
Everything's.
I'm not going to buy some shitty product so I can have a shitty skate day. Like I want to have the best skate day as possible. So I want like the best shit.
Right. Yeah, because you don't want to have to worry about something happening like that, and then it's the only day you're coming out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man. Shout out to dude. That's amazing. Are we gonna get a Chris Roberts clip this year, November?
Bro,
I know you skate a little bit.
I do. I was skating the other day. I try to skate as much as possible. Very busy doing the show, and I'm constantly burnt out, from doing the show and all the back end stuff that goes along with it. But I said this to somebody. I just want to go skate with my buddies. Like, I'm not worried about filming clips. I'm not worried about pleasing anybody else. Because
you're sponsored like Chocolate Never.
No, I mean, they know I'm not. Right. We got our show.
But if they go like, hey, we're working on a project,
I would love to be able to get some stuff for that, but I'm not going to go out of my way and like go film some clips because it's the thing to do nowadays. Right, like I don't care. Like I'm skating for myself.
Right.
I've skated for 30 however many years for other people's. I'm not going to say enjoyment, but other people's.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I want to go skate with my buddies. I want to have fun. I'm not. I can care less.
You still hitting the curbs over there?
Yeah. Yeah. We went there the other day. It was super fun.
Man. Wednesdays or?
Whenever. Yeah.
Ooh.
Super dope.
When you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, today's a skate day. Who do you usually hit up first, or who's your first one on the list?
I never wake up like that.
No. Not anymore?
No.
Not ever.
You know what's funny? Because like I wake up so early now. I wake up at like 7 or 8, But back in the day, I used to wake up at because nobody was skating until noon or 1, So I used to wake up at 11 or 12 and then figure out what the day's going to lead up to. But nowadays, it's kind of like, I don't know, we might be filming an episode and not have... Because here's the thing. I don't skate on the days that we film the 9 Club.
Right.
Whether it's a live show or whether it's a guest coming in the studio. I'm going to be just wiped out. I'm going to be burnt. It doesn't energize me to go skate and then talk for 2 hours. Like, I'm done, so I want to be fresh. So I'm not... So I just want to... Yeah, I don't... So it might be like we might film some a guest, and I'll be like, "Yo, what are you gonna do tomorrow, Raj?" And be like, "Oh, skate the crib." All right, hit me up.
Yeah.
You know,
see how I'm feeling tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, and then
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
you know?
we all know at our age we get hurt in our sleep nowadays. So
You already know. I woke up with a stubbed toe today. It's crazy.
Skate Show called me this morning. He's all like, "Yeah, I was trying to skate yesterday, but we're having you today." He's like, "I don't want to feel burnt out or get hurt."
Yeah, I was afraid, like, because you're an important guest. It's episode 100, man. So I was like, there was an event going on at a local skate park. And I'm like, if I go, it's gonna be crowded. There's potential if I skate, I could get hurt. I was like, let's not risk it. So I stayed home. I built a little kicker. Like I made a little kicker for the house over here. So. And now I'm like chilling, and I just did an ollie off it just to test it.
Okay.
And I was like,
Works
all right,
good.
cool.
Works good. Yeah.
Good. I need a few more things.
Okay.
You know, like I ran out of screws, but
Not good,
might be important to add a couple more. But
your DIY skate park's coming along.
Oh yeah.
In the driveway.
Oh yeah. And and I want to paint it. You know.
Okay.
Just need to get some paint and.
Steve's gonna be charging people. Skater's driveway.
Yeah, we got the skate. The front is the street. On the back, we got the mini ramp.
Okay. Yeah, I see it back there.
And the golf course.
And the golf. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting some frisbee golf and then a putting green.
Geez, turning this place into
it'd be nice.
Little wonderland.
Well, it'd be nice. I mean, keep people happy, you know.
Wonderland.
Yeah, Skate Showville. I don't know. What do we call it?
That sounds good.
All right. Yeah, because it'd be cool to see you come out in a clip. You know,
I feel you. Every time I post something, there's like, I mean, obviously people that are following me want to follow me, but that like I get, people want to see more.
Yeah.
And I fully understand that because anybody that I'm a fan of or like to watch them skate, I want to see more skating of them. So I 100% get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in my cards. I just, if something comes up, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, if I'm feeling it or whatever, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to go out of my way. I just want to have fun.
Did you skate all the dream spots you wanted to do, you think?
Yeah, the only one I missed out on was Love.
Love? Oh, yeah.
Love Park.
Philly?
Yeah. I went there one time, but it was at night. I'm passing through a tour, and it wasn't, that's the one spot I really regret. I wish I went to.
That's that sucks that you didn't get a clip there, but.
Yeah.
But you've been there.
I walked through it. Yeah. Went to Wawa's and then because the cops were there, so I think I was in that.
Yeah, sometimes for me though, like the first time going to the courthouse, like I've seen that in videos so much, but to finally actually be there and know where everything is actually located, right? And then to see the height and everything of the stage, you're like, okay, now I get it. So that's why, like when you go into Philly, you probably said, oh wow, yeah, this is where these things went down.
It's dope.
Yeah,
you could feel the history.
I like that about that. And anything about the courthouse? I know they're supposedly going to take it out, but...
Yeah, supposedly... Well, they're going to build condos there. That's the plan. I don't know what kind of condos, whatever, apartment stuff. But I don't know. I think they keep running into issues. I'm not a contractor. I'm not a city person. So I'm sure there's a lot of red tape that they got to go through to build something like that. Right. So... I heard that it keeps getting drawn out and postponed.
Well, lucky for the skaters. I mean,
yeah.
If they still need some stuff that needs to go down, they better hurry.
I tell people, man, I'm like, go if you come into LA, go, do a little skate tourism, go to the courthouse, check it out, because the next time you come to LA, there might be Starbucks and apartments there.
No more stage.
Apartments with the Starbucks in
it. Well, you know how they have all the shopping below. And stuff like that. So, it'll be a sad day when that comes. But,
at least you got your stuff down there. I got
my shit. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard just recently the local spot right here, Berea 12, they tore it down.
Which one is that? Is that the one that Reynolds used to skate? No.
Yeah, he did a fakie flip in the beginning of Baker Has a Death Wish.
Wait, is it the one where they do tricks up the 2 and then go down to the...
I don't think there's a 2.
It's like a playground, and then it's the runway is curved, and it's 12 stair. And then I used to have a rail in the middle. Braden and Baker 3 did a back over crook, in a long sleeve shirt, red one. Yeah, but it's a very famous one.
Is it? Yeah.
I'll show you a picture of it later. Okay. Or after the show.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they unfortunately they took that out, man.
Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff went down on it.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, Globe had an event. They had like the last session, Brea 12.
Oh,
made like a montage of it.
Okay, yeah, cool. Globe and Small Wheels.
Small Wheels.
Small.
Yeah. Shout out,
Aaron. Yeah, that was cool.
Okay.
That was a fun day, man. Again, like I love those little events that pop up like that. I mean, even at a spot like that, it's just like it's right next to the skate park, but still, it's like it felt like everybody was there for that.
That's dope.
That set.
Yeah.
That's history.
Yeah.
A lot of history.
Yeah. Did you get all your dream tricks? Is there anything that got away from you? Look at the history. He's going through the history right now.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
Or maybe something, because I know you've been wanting that no slide that you didn't get at you want to get the clip, right?
Which one?
It's a big fat rail that was in LA.
Yeah, but it's gone though.
Oh, I know.
But that is one that got away.
Right, yeah. And then you want the clip though as well.
Yes, Tim Dowling has that. It's the Wilshire World Savings Rail. It's a big fat silver one. Muscat Tail slid it in Fulfill the Dream, I believe. Rick Howard front boarded it. Guy nose slides it in Tim and Henry's video. But it was perfect. It was like this big fat silver rail down these like pretty long stairs, and I was switch front nose sliding it. Tim Dowling was filming it. I got down to the very bottom, like 2-3 steps away, and fell off the switch front nose and ankle. Got the ankle on the curb. Security guard right then came out. So it was like, and then right when the ankle got better, they took the rail out. So that was one that got away. And I wish that I had, and I've asked him, but it was a bail clip. So he's not marking it. He's not, it's just like he bailed. So I'm not. So I think in the thousands of DV tapes that he has, good luck. He can't find it.
Too bad he doesn't have somebody just dedicated to go through them.
I know.
That'd be nice. Yeah. I mean, like I like what I don't know if Beagle's still doing it, but how he was doing the hijinks, he's
still doing it, yeah.
All the archiving that he's been doing,
the Beagle tapes,
yeah. Live. He's live right now on YouTube, probably.
Dude, the book that he has, where he just like J7 or whatever he does it. He's like, boom, he's just right there. He's like, I could tell you what happened that day.
Yeah,
that's being organized right there,
big time, dude. And then he got that clip too on that and the nose grind. I think
dude, that was sick.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, he still got it, bro. I love it.
Yeah. Shout out to that, man.
Yeah, he's a good.
Would you skate that spot if you had a chance?
I would probably do what Beagle did. Nose grind. Yeah.
Nose grind.
Yeah.
That seems to be your go-to.
Yeah, 100%. I love, dude, a good nose grind. Yeah.
Well, you got nose Manny's pretty much on lock too.
Yeah.
It's so scary for me. Like I finally got a fun box built, so I'm gonna start practicing. I've had them way back in the past, so I want to try to get them back. Yeah, when you lock into that one, you're standing straight up. You just got that perfect balance.
I was watching Time to Shine. You have some pretty long nose grinds right there.
Yeah. That video part 2 was like I messed up my Achilles tendon filming for that, so that video was kind of a disaster, to be honest. That's why there's a lot of shove-its and stuff, because trying to film for that, I was doing like physical therapy, trying to get better. They only give you a certain amount of time to film. But I was super hyped to be in a video with like Dylan Reeder, Paul Rodriguez, like everybody else in that video. So that was Chad Tim, I believe.
Jeremy Rogers, Mikey Taylor.
Yeah, it was dope.
Shout out.
It was cool. It was an honor to have that, but not the video part that I set out to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that always sucks when something like that happens.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Even asked me if I wanted to postpone it for the next Transworld video, and I was like, dude, I'm done. I can't do this for another year. Like, I got other things I can't. But shout out to John Holland. Shout out to Jason Hernandez. Like, they're filmers and editors. They're amazing.
Do you remember how old were you when you were working that project?
I don't know.
Not too sure.
I'd have to look at the year and do some math.
I'm the same way with the years, man. I just don't I trip out when people are like, oh yeah, back in 2004, like Jamie Thomas on that episode. I mean, he knows his dates, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know him.
I don't know him either.
Yeah, I forgot not too long ago, I was telling people on the show I was 43 and I'm 45.
See?
You know what I mean? I'm like, where did 2 years go, man?
I know. Time just starts to not make any sense as you get older. You're like, it was sometime. But a lot of the OGs, I feel like they really hone in on the dates and times. Like you speak to a Steve Caballero, a Christian Asoy, like these guys, like they need to get they need the dates right.
I think because back then we were more hands-on everything, you know, like a magazine, like, oh, I remember when this came out, like, because it was literally in front of them, like how we used to have to know people's phone numbers back in the day. It wasn't just like a push the name, you know, like I think that's why their brain was like, oh yeah, they were reading stuff, they were looking at stuff. It wasn't just instant as it is now.
Also, I think the industry was a lot smaller, so a lot more monumental things in skateboarding were happening.
That's true.
And they were a part of that monumental thing that was happening in skateboarding. So to have, somebody say like, oh yeah, that happened in 82.
Well,
it's
they
like,
were probably there.
no, wait a minute. That was like 84 in September. You know, like they want to get that, like that. They don't want to change like the narrative, the dates and the, you know.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I mean,
I respect it.
Yeah, but
sure. For me, I don't know. 91, I started skating, and that's it. Yeah, that's all I know.
Till what?
2003, switch flip switch Manny. Come on.
Like the homie says, until I'm in a wheelchair or something.
Oh man, Jesus, don't go that far. Bro.
No, yeah, I know exactly, but I mean, some people love skating.
I know, no.
Some people love skating, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, what were you doing before you picked up the board? Like before you became a skateboarder?
No, me and my friends were just hanging out. I think I was 15, so I was just junior high. Because high school doesn't start to like 16, right? 16, 17.
Like
16?
14, 15 freshman?
15, yeah. Like...
So maybe I was a freshman in high school. I don't remember. But yeah, nothing. We're just hanging out, just doing kid stuff. Probably just going to like, you know, little parties and just hanging around.
No other sports?
No, I mean, I grew up playing AYSO soccer. I grew up playing baseball. I liked playing baseball, and that was it, really. But then after that, it was just hanging out with my buddies, probably doing BMX stuff.
You graduate high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Like, a lot of skaters don't.
I know.
What high school was it, Venice, or?
No. It was it was a private school in Malibu that I went to because, what happened was I went to Malibu Park Junior High, then I went to Santa Monica High School, and Santa Monica High School was crazy. It was that was crazy gang fights, drive-by shootings, and also I was kind of just also getting into skating, so I was kind of like doing that thing, and I wasn't a big school person, so I was failing out of damn near every class.
Was it due to skateboarding, or
just due to the non-interest in school, skating? Like, I'm just not a studious person. It just never meshed with me, you know? So I asked my parents, I said, well, before all this goes on my permanent record, let's change schools. I had heard about this other private school in Malibu that was kind of like, you know, have you ever heard of Evidence, the rapper?
Evidence?
Sounds familiar.
Evidence, The Alchemist.
I know.
Made beats and stuff.
Okay.
But they went to that school. Nicole Richie went there. So it was kind of like
Yeah, it's a private school.
Private for like, you know, like movie star kids, but also like but there was like smart ass kids there too. So it was kind of like all over the board. You know? So I just was like, yo, I can't. So half of 10th grade I left Samo High.
Okay.
And and then it was cool too because I got out of school at 1. It was almost like a continuation school, right? It was like it's like from like, you know, 9 to 1 every day, 9 to 12. I can go skate. I had the whole day to,
Was it better? Like, did they teach you better? Like, because, you know, sometimes like these schools, they don't really prepare you for the world.
Wait, well, I got all A's, man.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know if I learned anything or not, but it was good. Yeah. Like, in the all grand scheme of things, like, I could do my thing. Yeah. I could go out and skate.
I was always a guy that was like, I didn't like to do all the work, but when it came down to like having to pass the test and everything just to get to the next level, that's when I had to do it, you know.
Okay.
like same here. I wasn't interested. Like my days, it was like tagging, and then skateboard, and then I noticed that when you're a tagger on a skateboard, the cops didn't mess with you because they just thought you were just a skater. So it was like a win-win for me, and I could even dress the same. I didn't have to change my clothing. I was just like, whoop, and I see a cop, whoop, just doing ollie in front of him. He's like, ah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just a skater.
He does ollies, dropping his markers and
spray cans everywhere. You know, like, but, dude, I mean, if I was walking down the street, hey, where are you going? Dang, man, what am I doing? Nothing. Yeah. But that's cool that you went to the private school.
Yeah. I mean, graduated for sure. Yeah.
That's good.
You didn't after graduating, you didn't have like a plan of like going to college or no?
I went to community college for if I couldn't find parking, I would leave.
Really?
I mean,
yeah, 100%.
I mean, say like Rio Hondo, that big old hill. If you had to park at the bottom, like I'll just go tomorrow.
And Santa Monica City College there's like no parking around the neighborhoods, and like I was like, dude, I'm over this.
Yeah, I hate that about those kind of areas where you have to like have a permit just to park in the neighborhood. Even like you're like,
yeah, but I understand that if I lived there and everybody was parking, I'd be pissed.
That's true.
But I don't know. School never really. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like you learn a lot in the real world.
That's what I was about to say. Like, I think you traveling and just visiting other places, you get to see what it's like,
Totally. Yeah.
And you're like, man, maybe I don't have it so bad after all. But I don't know. I've never been out of the country, so you know what I mean?
You should leave and try. Yeah, it's cool.
I don't know if I could even get a passport, but I could try.
You could try, bro.
I could try.
Yeah, anybody could get a passport.
Well, I mean, if they give you a passport if you got felonies.
Oh nah, I don't know about that. I heard you can't travel the country with a felony.
Yeah,
really.
So, but I mean, it's been. Come on, they're probably gone off my record. I haven't been in trouble forever.
See, there you go. You might as well try, bro.
It's been over it's probably been how old am I? 45. It's probably been
a couple months.
25 months? No. 25 years or so. But yeah, man, that's crazy.
Hey, Chris, I wanted to ask, are you the only child or do you have siblings?
No, I got an older brother, older sister.
Oh, so it's just three of you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were older. I was the youngest. But they were older, so by the time I kind of they were already out of the house and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Like how much older? Like how many years?
Brother's 10 years older, and my sister's I think 13 years older. 14.
Oh, wow. Okay,
yeah.
Shout out, brother and sister.
My brother's 10 years younger than I am.
Okay.
Yeah, so
by the time you're kind of like already doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool. You're the young one. I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude.
Were they supportive of your skating as you were growing up?
Yeah, for sure. I think they were just stoked I was happy. You know, I think in the beginning too, back then, like, I think for a lot of people, like when their kids start to skate, I think that it's kind of like, oh no, our kid's going to be a drug addict or this or that. Like we're talking early 90s, when skateboarding didn't have the appeal as it does these days.
Didn't
so
have the best reputation.
Yeah, I think it was kind of like, oh God. And then, but I think they know who they raised.
Luckily for me, I was like, as long as I wasn't coming home in a cop car, everything was cool. Good. Like she was like, all right, you came home tonight? Cool. That's it. Now,
and skating is great because I think it does keep you out of a lot of trouble.
It really did.
I think it does. It saves a lot of people.
I had a friend that was like, dude, I need to learn how to do that because he was getting, pulled over too. And he's like, you got to teach me how to do that, man, because I'm tired of getting pulled over. Just for walking.
Crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, skateboarding has been a blessing. I've said it before. I've taken over 10 years off of the skateboard, and I wasn't really doing much. But now that skateboarding is part of my life again, man, it brought a whole new, light back to my life. Just meeting everybody, and then now we do the show, and I mean, it's amazing.
Like I mentioned the other day, how me and Skate Show met. Like. Just skateboarding, I seen him at the Ballin Park skate park, and I was like, "Who's this?" Before I even knew who he was. Who's this skater cholo guy?
Yeah, of course.
Just like that. But after I met him, he was a cool guy, and part of our crew now. And now we're part of the podcast, and it's very awesome.
Yeah, dude. A lot of friendships are built you know.
We've had people from the show now become part of like because now they're putting a video together. It's because of the show, because they met these guys from here.
Love it, bro.
Yeah,
I love it, dude.
So yeah, I mean, it's amazing, dude, what this can do and build a community, like how you guys did over there.
Totally.
Like all the old buddies out there, shout out to them too. Yeah. I mean, I've met like Matty Mitchell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did you guys coffee mugs and stuff like that. So, I mean, and then all the product you guys have made, it's been.
Yeah, we've done, bro. We definitely have our community, which is amazing. You know. Yeah.
I wanted to ask how the 9 Club, how did that come about? Like the name 9 Club.
I don't know. I get asked this a lot, and there's really no spectacular story. There's never a spectacular story with me, dude. It's always just kind of.
It's just
normal.
Normal. This sounds okay.
Roger and I, when we first started it, we were trying to figure out a name for it, and so we wanted a name that sounded like a show, and we kept going, like club, this, that, or whatever, and then Street League. A lot of people maybe don't know this, but Felix Aguirres actually coined the phrase 9 Club on Street League. So when he was announcing, he kept saying, "Oh, they got a 9. He got a 9 Club. He's in the 9 Club." And then Street League kind of took that and ran with it. And we kind of were like, "Damn, that's kind of sounds like a good name." So we looked it up. It wasn't trademarked. So we went and got the trademark and spelled it out instead of the number 9. And I don't know. To us, it was kind of like a joke a little bit, It was kind of like they got their 9 Club. It's all, and anybody else
could you tell them to stop saying it now? No.
We would
you own the but I'm just saying, if could somebody that owned the trademark say, "Hey"?
No, I don't. I don't know
how that works.
I don't know.
Yeah. Or it'd be funny if every time they say it, they got paid.
I know. Actually, great idea.
Sorry about that. That's true.
The skateboarders they're getting better and better, dude. There's 9 Clubs all over the place.
I know.
But it was funny because a lot of people when we first started thought we were a part of Street League. So that was kind of like a hill to climb. Like people were like, "Oh, you're a Street League podcast," and we're like, "No. It's a play on it. It's meant to kind of be funny in a way, but also." Yeah, it's just.
I think it's turned though, where people now associated with the show more.
Yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, that's again no spectacular. We just thought, and we were like, that sounds like a show. Like, let's do that.
Were there any other names that you guys were trying out, or?
Honestly, I don't remember.
You don't remember? It's been so long.
I don't remember. Yeah, we probably stupid names, probably dumb. Like in the house or no? I don't know.
I don't think you would.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like
in the house with Chris Roberts.
Yeah.
No,
I tried. Well, the first time I looked up, I think I looked up Where the Locals At on YouTube just as a channel, and it was all food. So I was like, all right, well, since I skate show and I put it Sk8,
right? So
I just put that, and of course it was available. No one's spelling it like that, so. I was like, all right, check Instagram. That's available. All right, check TikTok, which I lost the password, but created a new one. So, yeah, we got that. So nice. I'm like, all right. But, it might be the time where we might have to start trademarking. I'm not sure.
It's just a good little protection.
Right.
It's not like we wanted to take down Street League. It's like they know, we're friends with everybody over there. Like we know Deer Dick. We know, it's not, we just wanted to be like, we just want to get it protected because who knows, they might.
Yeah.
But funny enough, when we were going through the Instagrams and the website and the YouTube, nothing was taken, which is weird because nowadays, I feel like the 9 Club is very I don't know, the name is not. What I'm trying to say is nowadays I feel like you have to make up words, make up names for stuff to get the website, right? To get the Instagrams, you need to be the Wonder Willie Wood. Chuck show, you have to make some shit up. That sounds crazy, that's why all these big companies now are just a weird word that they made up. They put letters together.
Well, I don't know. It's not really a weird word, but like Warsaw, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he figured that out. And
For
he likes,
sure.
And he loves the way it sounds and how it, you know. And
there's still words out. So like when we did the 9 Club, like it was not taken.
Right.
And I was kind of blown away. I was like, damn, okay. And so we started grabbing everything. And But yeah, it's cool.
That's cool, man. Shout out to that.
And Joey Brzezinski was your first episode. No, was it Kelly Hart?
Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly. Joey was, he may have been number 2, 3. He was right. We just used all of our friends.
Yeah.
Everybody that lived close to us. And then we started to put them out and people were like, dude, this is kind of cool. I've never seen anything like this in skateboarding.
Right.
So then more people just kind of started knocking on the door, like, "Hey, let me be on. Let me do the." So it kind of just grew.
Did you bank them first? Like, did you?
I
did you put them out right away?
Don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, we may have waited.
Yeah, because I know we recorded 5 before just to see if we could even do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We may have recorded like maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, let's get a couple under the belt. That way, we can, if somebody can't make it, because you know this is new, like nobody knows what it is.
And that's the thing too, is like I don't think we had 5, like, because you'd have to get them out there for people to know what it is too. It's like, hey, come on my podcast. Like people in skating back then, like there were a few podcasts, skateboarding podcasts, but people were like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, oh, it's a show. Like, come on, like, you know.
Right.
But it worked.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of our friends who helped us, you know.
Same here, man. Like we started off with all the friends too. Like, I mean, just people that we could just get in here and try it out. And then I felt like, you know, there's a few maybe, not, I don't know for sure, but I felt like some people would be like, well, let's see how this goes and before I get on.
There's definitely people like that, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
You never know.
100%.
But now, luckily, like I said, we've had people asking to be on the show, and it's amazing.
I love it.
You know, and like shout out to Jeremy Ray as well. Like he was one early in episode 16. I mean,
oh shit.
I mean, and I wasn't even ready for that, but we did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wish sometimes you sit here and you go, oh man, I wish I could redo that one again.
Have him come back.
You know? Yeah. You know.
We were. There was a time where we didn't want people to come back.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we created like the stop and chat stuff. Well, that was out of like the pandemic and all that stuff.
Right.
But we had to kind of do that. But now we're just like, oh yeah, come back. Any podcast that you look at out there, they have people coming back all the time.
Yes.
It's nothing crazy.
Right.
You know, and a lot of things change in a year. A lot of things change in 2 years, 3 years. You know, we've been doing this for 8 years.
Yes.
I want to have somebody back on the show that was on 8 years ago.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because some people now, like our fans, may not even go back that far. You know, so then it might be the first time hearing.
So have them back on, man.
Yeah, we did. We kind of followed the same way that you did. You know, we didn't have a guest come back until we did a full year.
Okay.
And then after a year, we're like, all right, let's start bringing people back in.
Yeah.
And then it was a challenge for me to be like, okay, I have my set of questions. What do we talk about now? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but sometimes you just gotta let conversation go.
That's pretty much what
and
happens.
that's kind of what we do too. Like like you got your little bullet points. Like I have some bullet points that I look over, and but for me, I want to just have a normal conversation, you know. But you do need some type of, you know, like keep it going.
At least the way the format of the show is gonna go. Like,
yeah,
I try to keep it that way. But yeah, it's mostly just coming in here and sitting down.
And
I love it when I don't even have to go through this. Sometimes they've already answered the questions that I have, and you're like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, and they're just going, and I'm like, and then there's some times where they're like, can you elaborate on that? Like,
yeah, you do get those guests that you're like, so how did you get aboard? They're like, Christmas. You're like,
oh, cool.
And there's got to be a little bit more to that.
Yeah, you were excited, right?
Yeah.
Like, how did you?
Well,
you know, like,
what kind of board was it? Blind. You're like, okay, what No, but that's few and far between.
Yeah,
I think people really, you know, people do a good job.
I think the better I got, it made it better for them as well, too.
Yeah,
you know, because it's just like try to keep the conversation rolling. You know, try not to have any dead air, of course.
Yeah.
You know, I've watched so many, you know, comedy podcasts, and I love how they each go to their friend's show and they promote whatever they're doing, and I would love to have skateboarding the same way. You know, like if somebody else, like Tony Hawk, you know, they do their show, you know, Hawk versus Wolf, and you got to go on that show, which I love.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that you were there, but I feel like, you know, it'd be nice to have more. Yeah,
we just don't have more, to be honest. Like, I think I've always said this, but when we started the 9 Club, like there was podcasts before us. There's going to be podcasts after us, but we kind of just took it and ran with it, you know? So we were kind of the first to kind of build this, like, kind of road map almost, you know, for like skateboarding.
That's what I love.
But to your point, we just don't have a lot of skateboard podcasts still. There may be some out there, but they're very, you know what I mean? Like, it's few and far between.
It's like you said in the beginning, it's a lot of work to keep it up. I mean, sometimes you could do seasons, might make it easier for a person.
The Bunt does seasons.
Right. Yeah. So, like, I mean,
I was just on their show too. So cool. Yeah, so we make the rounds and stuff like that. But again, like,
where are they at?
Canada.
See, that's another thing too, right?
Yeah, so that was a quick FaceTime.
Oh, you did a FaceTime one?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be cool. I mean, people, when I hear of other podcasts, I'm like, cool, that's awesome, you know. But also, comedians have a huge fan base.
I know. Yeah.
Like skateboarders,
they sell tickets.
Like skateboarders, we're not. Our fan base is compacted into
a skate park,
a bubble. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like. Yeah, those comedians. If we were selling tickets to maybe skate parks and putting on shows every week,
dude, yeah,
imagine that.
Bro, so good.
Did I just think of something? No.
Oh, geez.
It's not even a contest. It's just entertainment.
We'll still be broke.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see more sponsorships out there too, you know, but there's just so much competition. Everybody's so good nowadays on the board. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's wild out there.
Dude. All right. I know I want to keep talking about the podcast.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
But I do. No. I love your skateboard.
Oh yeah,
the twin paddle.
Oh man, God bless you.
I love that board. I skated. I'm like on my third one probably.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I can't remember the first color was maybe orange and black.
Yeah, well,
I think
something like that.
I think I got the orange one first, and then I got the black one second.
Gotcha.
And then and then of course I didn't. Like you, I didn't want people to see my rails.
Dude.
So I got the little thin ones and then try to...
Yeah, man.
And then people would have to be like, wait, are those rails?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's because I'm old, bro. I don't want to try it.
I tried to hide those fucking rails for a long time.
Oh, did I leave it over there? Okay, I left the board over there. Good. Yeah, but can you get it for me, Lisa?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do want to show I mean, because how you worked with Professor Schmidt, right?
I didn't. Here's the thing. So I first heard. I never really look at that beautiful.
Look at this
beautiful board, man.
Look at this. Look at the
matte
finish.
Black, yeah, dude. I got a new color coming out soon.
Okay.
Yeah, soon. It might be out by the time.
Even the top. I mean, why? I don't even want to put grip on it, but I have
beautiful. to. It's beautiful.
And the symmetrical shape and everything is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ashad came on our show. I don't know how many years ago Ashad came on the show. And that's kind of the first dude, maybe Neen at the same time too, Neen Williams. But like, that was the first time I kind of like heard about the twin tail.
Right.
And I was like, damn, that's super interesting. And I at the time I felt like, man, Ashad Ware's one of the best skateboarders in the world. He could skate a piece of wood with no kick on it, like no concave, no tail, no nose, and he could kill it, right? So I was like, maybe that's just the shot. But the more that I thought about it, and the more that Neen was doing his twin, and I think I hit up Neen to get one of the boards because it really. And at that time I was skating the curbs, so I was like, oh, it'd be cool just to throw down, and not think about nose, tail. I could do a fakie crook. I could do a normal crook. I don't have to care about it. And then I think I actually got a twin from Neen, set that up, and skated the beach with it. And then we had this like Girl in Chocolate, like they were filming some type of skit down at the beach, and I had the board. Okay. I'm skating Neen Williams in front of Rick Howard and Mike. You know what I mean? But I'm telling him I'm like, hey, I just got this board. I'm trying it out. Like we got to make a twin.
Right.
You know, this is like amazing.
Okay.
Like we don't. There's Girl Chocolate doesn't have a twin. Like, and I keep talking about it on the show. So I feel like there's a hype behind it, you know?
And
then so they literally, they're like, what's your favorite board? You know, whatever. And I'm like, it was, I think the Micmo shape, GO, whatever shape that is. So they made 825 twin nose, 825 twin tail, and then they made 825 hybrid. So then I got the boards, and Malto, I know people are going to in the comments, Malto claims that he was the guy, but no, he's out of his mind. I will tell him, right, bring him in, right, is he here? I will tell him he's lost his mind. Okay. I think he was messing with me. He's good at that. But, and I tried, the twin tail was a little steep. The twin nose was a little steep. I was kind of like bulbous. It was like kind of weird. Twin tail was a little, but man, the hybrid. I got on that thing and I was like, this is the one. Mm-hmm. So it was literally first try out of the gate. First try, I went back to I'm like, this is it. This is the one. Boom. Here you go.
I mean,
and it was born.
I mean, that's my favorite. And I love the fact that it's a hybrid. It's not, because the tail for me is too low. I don't like really.
Right.
A high nose is okay, but it's not like,
you don't want to be popping off that thing all the time,
right? Yeah. It's like almost I have to just do nose slides if I'm just gonna have that such a big nose on that thing, because I was riding the VX Santa Cruz because the Peralta one was too flat for me. What do they call theirs?
The flight decks?
Yeah, the flight decks. Yeah, that didn't have enough shape for me. The Santa Cruz came out. It was nice. I liked it. It had a lot of pop in it. But then the nose was a little higher than I liked, but I still liked it. But when you came out with that, I was like, oh, of course I support the show.
Thank you, bro.
Let me buy Chris's board.
Yeah.
And then skating it was like you said, there was no question about it anymore. I'm like, this is it. I don't have to worry about which way it's facing. I just get on the board and go. And I do a lot of shove-its. And I was doing shove-its because you have to turn your board back the other way, right?
Yeah, right.
You know, or do a trick to get it back the other way. And then now, don't worry about that at all. I love it.
Dude, I think people's biggest, issue is, they like to skate their back truck a little looser than their front truck or vice versa and stuff like that. So I think some people, and I can totally see that. But with the twin, I must say, we call it the twin paddle because it's not nose or tail. But what I will say is that for people out there that want to start trying the twin paddle, get a Christmas complete.
Yes.
Get the brand new trucks. Just get a whole brand new setup so you can break everything in just the way you like it. Tighten up that front truck, that back truck. Just try to get everything perfect, and then just break it in like that.
That's exactly what I was gonna say too, because you can't put your old trucks on the board because
it's tough.
It, for me personally, it still, I can tell which ones are front and back. So I literally bought a brand new pair of trucks just so I know that it's going to be molded into the way
Yeah.
It's not going to have a favorite side.
Yeah. So so right now I've been skating. We came out with our 9 Club kids boards. You see them with the weird faces and stuff like that. Shout out to Charlie, our AI god. He so we did these so I've been skating that board. We made it with PS sticks. So but that's not twin. So when I go back to the twin, I'm gonna another Christmas complete. I'm gonna set it up from scratch.
Dude, shout out to Charlie, man. It's just that picture that he just did with Jerron and you sipping on it, sharing a drink. And I'm laughing my ass off because I go, you can choose not to share that, but you go, you know what? This is hilarious. Bam! Look at.
There's a few that I don't. There's a few that I don't choose to share.
Okay, that was gonna be my question. Is there any that popped up? You're like, sorry, Charlie, that was not gonna be.
You got to watch anybody out there. You got to watch the live. We do a live show, 9 Club Live, and our guy Charlie, who lives in Quebec, Canada, he's AI. He does all of our graphics, and he's like a wizard, man, and he's the best. But during the show, whatever we're talking about, he'll AI generate some crazy scene of our heads on bodies, and it's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. And it'll be like me and Jerron sharing
you're having you're sharing a drink, 2 straws.
Oh, dude. It's so funny.
It's
but yeah, there's a few of them that pop up because I have a monitor down here and I can see what's going on in the back. And I'm like, we'll just skip that one. It's a little too good. You know what I mean? It's pretty funny. Bro.
I mean, because
he nails it 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Like he nails it.
I mean, didn't he do the kind of the watch too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all about embarrassment too.
Yeah,
like it's fun. Like it's fun to embarrass ourselves.
That's true. Like
you have to have fun. Like this is skateboarding. This is life, dude.
People fall down.
Talk
people
shit. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not all roses and tulips. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So man, that I was always wondering because I don't think I ever heard you say, "Oh, not that one," but yeah, because I see you looking, but I don't know what you're really checking out.
There, I'm like,
So. And then there's sometimes the timing is just impeccable too. You're like, oh yeah, so and then here's me and Dron.
Yeah. I try to make it. Timing's everything.
Yeah.
You know, especially like trying to comedy and being funny and stuff like that. And that's when I try. Listen, we have good conversations on the show, but I'm kind of like I wouldn't classify myself as a comedian,
right?
But I'm a comedy guy at heart. You know, I like to have fun. I like to, just this is life.
You got me on your I'll be right back. Damn. So I'm like, hey, you're like. Sk8, I know it's a joke. I'm like, hey, dude, you spelled it wrong.
yeah, we have to. But it's like, so I like to, in timings, you can't just be, you have to have that like.
Oh yeah, but I love the fact that when you guys are doing your show, I mean, you could tell it's all natural.
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah,
we have fun. Yeah.
It could come at like maybe Kelly's over there in the corner. You can mention him, and then Jerron. You're like Jerron. You're always giving Jerron love.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Doug? Like, I mean, I just love it, dude.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. You got to include it I'm like the quarterback, right? Yes. So I got to kind of have to like include people and what's going on. So it's kind of like a juggling act sometimes, but it's fun, man. I enjoy it, bro.
All right.
Do you guys have your set days when you guys shoot and now it's just randomly?
I wish we had set days.
We have a set day. Luckily.
I envy you. No, but dealing with skaters or just people in the industry, it's really difficult to schedule people.
Right.
And Kelly does a good job of that. Because we tried in the beginning, and I schedule people too. Like I try to get people in there. But we tried in the beginning to like all of us reach out to people, and it became really. I would try to book somebody for Thursday, and then Kelly would try to, and then everybody's trying, and then we'd have to. Oh fuck! Okay, we'll call him back because we got this person, and then it became it's a bad look. It's a bad time too. It's like you can't be calling people back,
and they move things around
and
already.
Move things. You know what I mean? So now we all talk about who we want on the show. We discuss that, and then Kelly kind of goes after them and hits them up, and then schedules it out. So we all have a calendar, and then I'll do the same. So I'll kind of know like, okay, Kelly's going after that, so I'll go after people that maybe he doesn't know or something, you know what I mean? Because I cold call people too.
Yes. Like
I just cold DM people and be like, hey, I'm a fan, like, dude, love to have you on.
Yeah, I've done that too.
But scheduling's tough, so you got to kind of like, so we don't have a set day. We just, if you can come in, usually we film at like 5 p.m. ish, know? So it's like evening time. They can go they can skate during the day and then, cruise in. But yeah, we're lucky that we've been able to do like
and you have people coming in from out of town too.
Yeah.
So I mean they got to work with that schedule as well.
Yeah, we do a show a week for 8 years, and we've only missed a few weeks.
Yeah.
So it's
tough, man.
And then we miss a week, and people are like, man, nightclub's falling off, man. They've run out of guests and everything. We're like, can we chill? Can we have one day off? Like, is this? Are we gonna?
Well, when I know if these guys need the weekend off or something, and they both can't, because we can do the show with one of them, you know, and if they both can't make it, sometimes, like, I've done a show by myself before. Okay. I can do it.
Yeah.
But I like to have these guys with me, you know,
100%.
they're part of the show.
For sure.
So, like, but, like, it's just cool. And then we've offered guests to come back, like, if they've been on the show and if they're in the area and they want to come back and sit on the couch.
Oh,
you know,
kick it. Yeah.
Kick it, you know. Dope. So we've had that before, too, so.
Yeah, it's nice to have people around.
Right.
Yeah, I think sometimes, because it's just me, Roger, Kelly, and Jerron. Mm-hmm. And JC. He takes photos. He's behind the scenes, right? So when people come in there, it's not a big production. It's just the homies kicking it. And then usually when we just press record, it's kind of like this. Like, nobody else is in the room. There's no producers. Like when I did Tony Hawk's show, like there was a producer sitting down there. She was taking notes and stuff like that, you know? So
that's crazy. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I remember we were kind of doing that in the beginning too, like because my homie was when he was doing the YouTube part, he was writing down what we talked about so he can just remember and just put it in the description or whatnot. But I do that now, so I watch the show before it comes out. Okay. And I do all the editing for the little teaser to come out, and so
yeah, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, but dude, it is tough. So sometimes to get people to come in on their schedules. There's been times where, you know, like this guy can only do Thursday or something like that. So like I said, if these guys can't make it that weekend, we try to either maybe we could do 2, but like you said, it now that we do like more than 15-minute episodes, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You don't realize that you get tired from just sitting here talking.
Well, not only that, but people come in and, you know, they hang out sometimes where they want to kick it for like an hour before, an hour after. And then I get there like 2 hours before also because I set up the whole thing. And or not the whole, I mean, Roger's the cameras and stuff, but I set up all the sound and the monitors and all that stuff.
You guys don't keep it up?
Well, no, we do, but I turn everything on and get this and format the car and do, you know, you have to prepare just like you guys prepared for this, right? So yeah, you get to, so I'm there 2 hours before. So for me now, by the time I get home, it's been a 7 or 8 hour day already, you know, because then, you know, I'm there at 3, 4, 5, they show up at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, that's why it takes a lot out of me. You know?
Right.
Because it's not just like, some people come in and go. Yeah. But other people, I mean, bro, we're skaters. We're skate house. We talk shit. We kick it for a little bit. Like,
I've had guests stay and skate the mini ramp.
Yeah, see?
We skate in the front. And then next thing you know, we're getting clips now. Because he was about to get in his car and leave. And now he's like, oh, let me show you that hospital flip I was telling you about. Oh, okay. And then first try, oh, cool. Yeah. Well, let me show you this inward heel flip that I used to be able to do.
It becomes a thing.
Next thing you know, we're sweating, you know?
Sometimes I'm just like, yo, I just want to go home and eat, man. I haven't eaten all day. I'm starving.
Could happen too.
Yeah. But it's fun, though.
I try
We have a great time. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, and you guys have guests that may be out of town and stuff like that. Yeah. Which we would like to do too, but like, it'd be nice if anybody's out here for skate tourism, they want to come and let us know ahead of time, because this whole month we were already booked. Like every Sunday's already done. Like and I'll put out a teaser like, oh, who do you want to see for the 100th episode? Yeah. And then I think sometimes people think that we need a guest, and they're like, oh, I got this guy. He says he could do it. I'm like, no. Like, no, we got this already. We're already booked the whole month, bro. Thank you though. For sure. But we'll look into them.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. We get that too. I mean, we're on a Google Calendar, so everybody knows. Now we. Like, if I have something going on, like today I put, even though it's a Sunday and we don't film on the weekends, I put, like, Chris at OG's pot. So now everybody knows what everybody's doing. And so now we can, like, you know, I know, like, oh, Roger's got a Hot Ones shoot, or Roger's got this, or Jerron's over here, Kelly's in SLS. So now, because then I can book a guest. Right. When I know these dates are open. I'll be like, oh, shit, okay, boom. And I book somebody, and I'll be like, hey, I booked... and group text, hey, you know, and then cool. So Google Calendar,
we
share it, and everybody.
I think we just got it, but we haven't implemented it yet. But
color coordinate, like, it works good. Yeah, it works good
because the colors will tell you quicker.
Well, that's the thing. I can look at the calendar and know, like, we have like blue, like means that somebody's got something going on. Yeah. Orange means we got somebody filming that day. green is a meeting. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. So we have like a whole thing. Yeah. You have to.
I love that. I love that. And then, and the meetings are like just what's going on during the week.
Yeah, we just do meetings. We talk about guests we want on the show. We talk about the live show that we're going to do on that Thursday. Product stuff, podcast reads. Like, I mean, it's a
lot.
It is. That's why I think people don't realize there's a lot that goes into it, you know. So when we miss a week or somebody's out, we used to be like, we need an episode, we're gonna and now we're just like, okay, we can miss an episode. Yeah. It's fine.
It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. We need a little bit of time for ourselves too. Even if we miss an episode, we're still grinding.
Right.
You know, we're not just kicking back with a pina colada on the beach. Which will be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Do you see like you guys, how long do you guys want to do this for? I mean,
I don't know, maybe a couple more months.
Because, I mean, has anybody ever offered to, like, buy the show from you?
When we first came out with the show, every skateboard media group wanted us on their platform. Mm. We said no to everybody. Mm-hmm. We didn't even entertain a number.
Right.
We didn't even entertain anything. We were just like, no, we're good, thank you.
Yeah.
But we used them also to like promote the show. So like every time a guest would be on, Roger would put together an email and send it to, back then obviously everybody, Trans World, Skateboard Mag, Thrasher. He'd send it to Ride Champ, like all the big skateboard media companies. And it was just like, hey, we know we send you guys emails every week, but if something stands out and you want to promote this person, or maybe they have like him in the mag that month or something, you know, just feel free, put us on your website, like help promote, you know. So thank you to all the skate media companies that are out of business now, but that promoted us before.
Say like Thrasher, right? And they have a Thrasher skater that they like to promote.
Yeah.
They might want
like they could have had like somebody.
What if you talked about Thrasher and they want to share it?
For sure. But we stopped doing that because it's just too much.
Yeah.
And people know that we're every week. And
right.
So if you want to promote us, cool. If not, then we understand. It's all good. We don't expect media to promote us every week.
Right. No.
That's just crazy.
But at least, I mean, they know that you're there.
Yeah. No,
you know,
100%.
That's the best.
100%.
You know, I love that. Yeah, because I was ever wondering, like, if somebody ever would, like, because, you know, there's podcasts out there that they see something good, or channels that are like, hey, we want that.
I mean, back then we knew we could just do it by ourselves. We didn't want anybody, because I don't know, what are you going to give us $500 to like every week? It's not going to, you know, and then you're going to own everything. Like, no, we're good. We're going to own everything. And but now anybody wants to come hit us up, bro. We got, you know.
I was wondering that too. Like, would you ever like entertain that number now?
Dude. It depends what the number is, bro.
You'd have to be able to retire, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, I'm not trying to be a 75-year-old man interviewing the 16-year-old fucking am that just got on fucking.
And we don't even know what kind of tricks they're gonna be doing in that year, you know, like.
Hey guys, sorry, can I run to the restroom really quick?
Yeah, let's take a pause break. All right. Go ahead and pause it. We'll be right back. And we're back, everybody. Yeah. All right. I do have. Is there a dream guest that you want that maybe hasn't been on the show? Because we've been asking for a few people, but
obviously Rodney Mullen.
Okay.
Obviously Steve Rocco.
Oh yeah.
Obviously my favorite skater Eric Costin.
I'm surprised. I mean, he should.
We've had him close.
Right?
Yeah. I will say this. Like, I feel like it is all about timing. We've been doing this for 8 years.
Right.
And we've reached out to people for 8 years ago that are just coming on the show now. And you're like, oh, I can see why this is happening now. You know, it's weird, but it kind of happens like that. So I'm not mad at anybody that hasn't come on the show yet, you know, like I'm just looking forward to it because I know that it's kind of timing. Like the minute Rodney Mullen comes on the show, it's just going to be that epic timing, you know, and it's just everything's going to I don't know. It's weird. I keep saying it's weird, but it's just something that we've figured out over time. Because some people are like, hey, well, I got this thing coming out next year. And we're like, I don't care about your thing coming out. Like, you've had an illustrious career that we can talk about. I'm not interested in your whatever.
You don't have to promote something.
Yeah, we're not we're 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I say the same thing about this show too. Like, people, they could be an older guy that used to skate and just love skateboarding. You know, and you just come talk about. We've had guests that have clothing brands. They were they're skater driven. So, but now they're doing apparel.
There you go.
We had what's her name? Del Rey. Shout out.
Oh yeah, Goddess Graphics.
Goddess Graphics.
Yeah, we've had her on the show, so she loves skateboarding. So you know what I mean. So it's been amazing. We would like to get more females on the show. Yeah, you know, because they're important to the skate industry as well, because they're out there putting in the work just like us.
And they're fun to watch right now. We're watching it in real time. The progression and the progression is crazy right now.
I know, and I just wish they judged them better on the scoring.
Dude, some of them.
But they're fixing that though. I feel like I was a huge proponent of that. I was so bummed on all the Olympic scoring and stuff.
Dude, I was checking out this clip of this female the other day, and dude, her style was so clean, better than some of the guys. I was like, dude, what?
I mean, the progression, I always relate it to the 90s skating. Mm-hmm. Because if you rewind the clock and you're looking at 90s skateboarding and you're looking at blind video days, my first video in 91, and you're looking at Plan B video, then you're looking at questionable, then virtual reality, then like the progression in 2 or 3 years was like night, and it was crazy how quick.
Right.
Look at blind video days. Not less than a year later, Plan B video was coming. Like
it was crazy.
It was lightning speed, and it's like the women's skateboarding is like
same.
It's the same.
It's the same.
Look at Chloe Clavel's run in Street League last year compared to like what she just did in Australia. Like they're going so, like at the video parts that they're putting out, like it's so fast, and to me that's like exciting. Like it's fun to watch this progression happening in like real time.
Yeah,
we see it in the men's too, but I feel like there is the men have arrived. You know, they're doing the crazy full cab nose blunt slide, the revert, the flippity out. You know what I mean? They're doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
But it's fun to watch. Man, the women are just they're on fire, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's so dope.
I love it too, man. Yeah, we'd love to get some more locals in the studio, but
sure
like you said though, timing. I think it just happens.
Yeah.
It just everything happens for a reason.
For sure.
And timing is everything.
100%.
You know. And like we would love, like me, if I've always wanted to see Sean Sheffy on your show, and Guy Mariano, my two, requests out there. So, and we've had Vinny Pani on the show here, right?
Oh, amazing!
And, and he almost showed up with Guy and Stefan Janowski.
Oh wow!
He was like, I almost brought them with me. I'm like, we would have been out of our seats over here.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have done, like, guys come.
No, he wouldn't have done the show. They wouldn't have done the show, but just to have him in the studio would have been like, what?
Yeah.
Like, you guys have no idea who's sitting over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But we've had, so that, like, I think there's a lot of people we want on the show, but I think those are, like, top. Like, Rocco episode would be nuts, dude. A Rodney Mullen episode would be crazy.
I mean, Rocco is doing something, right? With like he has like sidewalk distribution.
Yeah, he's involved with it to some capacity. Okay. I don't know how much that capacity is.
Right. Yeah, we had a guest on the show as well that bumped into him at a punk show because I guess Rocco's brother's in a band.
Okay.
So yeah, and he was talking to him about some stuff that I was like, oh, okay, so. Okay. Interesting.
We'll see where it leads. Who knows? Rocco's an interesting guy.
All right. Any local rippers that you see out there right now coming up in your area, maybe? Because we would love to get them on the show.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of there's guys that skate the curbs. That kid Bevco is dope.
Bev up.
Yeah,
Nathan, shout out.
Yeah, he's dope.
Nathan Coe, right?
Yeah, Nathan. There's another guy, Davey. he skates the curbs. He rips. Yeah, no, I'm not out in the streets too much.
Brett
Subi? Oh yeah,
Brett Subi.
He's
great. He's amazing.
Shout out to Ultra Corp.
Yeah.
Skateboards. Yeah. So there's a few people that.
And I know Vinny skates with those guys too. So
yeah, Vincent Alvarez.
Vinny Pani.
Oh, Vinny Pani.
Yeah. No, Vincent would be another guest we want to get on the show.
I'm sure he'd come and do it in his heartbeat.
We've already talked to him, as a matter of fact, and like you said, timing. Yeah. Timing is everything, 100%. And you know, so he's kind of like, he says he's in the Whittier area sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, well,
tell him to drop by, bro. I'll put a good word in.
Well, I mean, he'll see you on the show now, and he'll be like, okay, well, this must be something then. Let's get on.
I'll hit him up.
Yeah. Well, Victor, he got his phone number now.
Yeah, I seen him the other day at the Dickies premiere.
Sick.
They did a little premiere for the honeymoon, and I talked to him about it, and I got his number down.
Okay.
Hopefully hit him up. Well,
don't be scared. Hit him up.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Okay. Yeah,
they grew up. He skated West Coast back in the day, so they knew him.
Yeah, that's the weirdest part too. Is like feeling like you're bugging somebody. Like we feel like that all the time.
Like I mean, just getting to DM you for the show, right? And I'm like, can we like actually say yes? Because I'm like,
yeah, I'm sorry too, because like, I'm not a big texter. I'm not a big DMer. Like I go through my thing like once a week and see what's going on, and I'm not like it's too much for me, bro.
That's why that's why when you're on your live thing that you do on your Twitch.
Yeah,
your Twitch stream.
Yeah.
That I was like, well, this is the best time I can ask
for sure. Yeah.
You know, there's not too many people. There's a lot of people in there, but not too many where you can read the comments.
For sure. Yeah, I get bugged out on social media. It's I try to do my best, but it's just too much.
Because if I were to try to ask like on the 9 Club Live, that thing's going like
it's going quick. It's on YouTube. Yeah, it's hard to. When we're in a conversation too, the chat's like over here, so it's hard to kind of like look and like catch everybody's
comments and stuff. But yeah, dude, that's so cool. But yeah, I mean, again, thank you for coming down, dude. It's amazing,
dude. Whatever, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we got some dream guests still on the list, but you're one of them. So thank you for the 100th episode. You're our Tony Hawk.
Bro, that's amazing, dude. That's amazing.
What did you think when you first heard about being on Skate-Jo's podcast?
I thought it was cool. Yeah, for sure. I'm super down. You know, like I used to not. I was very like. What's the word? Like I was in a box. Like when I first started the show, I didn't want to do too much. You know what I mean? But now it's like of course, bro. I'd love to come on a show and rap out and talk. You know, it's fun, dude. It's a good time.
I mean, I love the fact that I think that makes me feel like this podcast is actually growing. You know, because we're getting some special guests on the show. Special guests, man.
Not just the special guests, but people are hearing about it out at the skate parks, the streets. They're like, hey, you're those guys from where the Locals Sk8. We watch you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I had one guy ask for a photo, right?
Nice.
And not a non-skater guy and wanted a photo. And this was like a long time ago, too. And I'm like, looked at Lisa, I was like, all right, look, it started. And then no one's asked me for horses, but it's just funny because...
Well, it's tough, too, because you got to think about this. I heard a crazy statistic the other day that there's like, and I don't even know, I'm going to butcher the statistic, but it's like, millions of podcasts out there.
Oh, yeah.
And like, just to get just a little bit of headway is psycho, in this huge... like pond ocean,
whatever kind of YouTube universe.
Yeah.
I mean, the options that people have to choose from. I mean, and which I me personally, I listen to all the podcasts at work. So it's I don't have to sit there and watch. It does. I do like some podcasts that don't really show too much because you could just listen. But like when you guys are showing like this clip, and then I'm over here busy, and I got my phone on the charger. I go, oh damn, I gotta go see that. I gotta go rewind it, go see what happened. Okay, all right, now I know.
Well, it's also skateboarding too. Like we're talking about stuff. Like we never put in clips before. Like that's something relatively new within the last 3 years or something like that. Right. When I say new, but we never really did that before. Yeah. But now it's like, we're skaters. We want to see the clip that dude's talking about or she's talking about, you know. So we try to. And
then sometimes people would be like, I kind of remember, and then you show it, and they go, oh, do you remember? Or you're like, that's the first time seeing it. That's psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some good episodes lined up, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, good ones.
I mean, when you guys were going over Shane O'Neill's part the other day, I mean,
wow, I was drunk.
Wow, that was fun. Peanut butter whiskey crop was in the house.
Dude, it's funny because like I don't.
And how rude are the comments that tell you you're sloppy? I thought it was fun to watch you get loose.
Dude, the comments are kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, because like I don't remember. Like we get a little bit drunk, right? People that don't know, we do a live show. Once in a while, we have this peanut butter whiskey that we take shots of, and we have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'm like, dude, what was that? What happened, dude? Like, not that I black out, but it's like, you know, you're like, dude, did I say something crazy about Shane or whoever?
Oh, yeah.
And then you look at the comments, but a lot of comments are like, dude, we love syrup, peanut butter with da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, we're good.
Yeah, there's more good than just one guy maybe saying something. And then you'll address that guy too. I remember you're like, what do you mean? Shit, we're having a good time over here.
If I see somebody in the yeah. Somebody's like, oh, I can't watch this. I'm like, well, then
bye.
Bounce then. We're having a blast over here.
Yeah.
We don't need you to not have a good time.
Right. Yeah. To bring everybody else down.
We're just, dude, it's fun, bro. It's skating. We don't, you know, we get a little loose once in a while.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is fine.
But it's fun. Yeah. Honestly, I don't remember what I said about Shane.
I mean, I like what Raj always says. Now you're like, Raj, am I okay? He's like, yeah. And then you're like, I'm like, no, this is gold right here. This is gold. Let's go. Yeah, but the Shane O'Neill part, because you kept rewinding this one trick, and you're like, look at the foot placement. I don't like to look at, for everybody out there, that wiggle foot. I don't want to see that.
I'm not a big fan of the wiggle.
But I mean, I'm sort of like you too as well. Like, just a good crook grind doesn't have to be fancy.
Yeah, totally. I think a lot of skaters try to overdo it a little bit, you know, and like add in an extra big flip out or something. You're like, dude, you could have just come out of that clean, and it would have been beautiful. You know, not taken away from anybody skating, and that's what they want to do.
True, because sometimes
people
want to get techie.
But I also think being a skateboarder, when you're filming something, you also want to level up.
Right.
You want to do the best trick, and sometimes wanting to do the best trick isn't necessarily what you want to do. Right. You want to just do this trick clean, but then you're like, oh, let's film this. I think I can big flip out of it, which it maybe work for you and is like a goal that you want to do, but I think sometimes
less is more.
Yes. A little bit. Just pull it back a little bit. That's just me. I love beautiful skateboarding.
Some advice for you, Lisa.
I'm listening, taking notes.
Hey man, stop flipping out. No. No. Do you 100%? But sometimes I'm like, my favorite skater back in the day, not favorite, but you know, one of my friends and favorite skateboarder, JB Gillett.
Shout out
from France, bro. JB Gillett. And he could do a switch tail slide, shove it out, and it was just beautiful, bro. Beautiful. And that's all you need, man.
Yeah. I was watching his fully flared part the other day.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Such a good skateboarder, man.
All right, dude.
Oh, gee, what else we got?
We're almost done here. Hobbies off the board besides podcasting, anything on the side that you like to do?
Oh, I see you got a Welcome to Hell thing over there. What is that, a tape cassette or something?
Oh, yeah, it's a wax.
Oh, it's wax.
Yeah.
It's the first video I was ever in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I love that. I've seen
Shout out to Donnie Barley, bro.
Yeah. Really? Welcome to Hell was the first video you were in?
Yeah.
You had a part or just some clips?
No, just a clip. I was in the friends section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did a line in there. Tim Dowling filmed it, and then I was skating with Donnie Barley back then. This was 96, maybe 95-ish. And he put me in the video.
Do you remember the clip?
Yeah.
What was the clip?
I don't remember. No, it was heel flip off the bump. It was at night. Heel flip off a curb cut, and then nollie nose blood slide on a ledge.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out. Friends section.
I want to go check it out.
Yeah,
for sure. I got some homework.
Yeah. Sorry, what were we saying?
Hobbies off.
Hobbies. Lately my hobbies include naps. That's my hobby.
With Larry or without Larry?
If Larry wants to join the nap, she can join the nap, dude. I like to go for walks.
Walks?
Yeah, walks are very nice. It's kind of relaxing a little bit. Mm-hmm. And supposedly what they say, it's like the best thing you could do for yourself. It's like so I put on like a podcast or some music and then just walk. In the area that I live in, the marina is really nice too. It's by the water. I can walk down towards the beach, and usually like a 2-3 mile walk, takes me like an hour and a half. And it's just nice. It's kind of a nice break in the day. And then relaxing. I think a lot of my hobbies, like I wasn't joking about the naps because, listen, I mean, we work hard, and I just need that, like, I'm kind of an introvert where I need to like I need to like decompress, right? Recharge the batteries, so I really enjoy that.
I feel like I'm at that age too. Like my work schedule, I get out at 2:30, but by like 4:00 I could use a nap.
Yeah. But
like but I don't have a problem falling asleep at night usually.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was having a little trouble. I was excited about today, but but yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't necessarily have trouble falling. Like, and that's another thing too. It's like if I had something to go do, I could go do it. But if I'm at my house, the dishes are done, the clean, everything's good. I sit down on the couch. Let me set the timer. Take a little 30-minute nap,
That's cool.
And then I'm good. I can take a nap at any time of the day, too.
That's cool.
Yeah. But other than that, hobbies, I don't know. Really, just nothing really.
Are you a gamer? Do you play games?
I do play some games, yeah. I play Grand Theft Auto. I like to play the Grand Theft Auto role play.
Are you still doing that?
From time to time, yeah. I do it like once or a couple times, once every couple weeks maybe or something.
You have the whole studio built in there.
We got our whole crew in the fucking RP. It's fun, dude.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And then the voice that you use too, do you still do the voice?
Yeah. Hey, my man. It was like this. My character is this old guy, right? And he's just an old hunchback dude. And he's got an orange beanie on. His name's Larry. Larry. But yeah, GTA RP is fun. It's super fun. And we got our whole crew there. They're filled with the old buddies. Yeah. The old buddies I used to stream it.
Yeah, I used to sit there and watch you play for hours.
It's so fun, bro.
Because it's just funny.
I'm so busy nowadays but I'd like to get in there. It's a release.
Right.
It's a release. You get in there, you're in a whole other world. You can talk to people. Anything can happen. It's like a TV show. It's fun.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, I mean, it's just so simple as like you had a store and you're selling people weapons and people would come in. I'm like, what the heck?
We in GTA RP, like we owned the gun shop, like by Legion. If anybody at GTA, they know.
Yeah, they know.
But it's a whole thing. Yeah, it's fun. But other people come in, you can get in fights. Like it's fun. I mean, I'm this old guy. Hey, my man, what's happening? What are you doing here? It's fun. It's crazy, dude.
They have like a rap show too or something
dude, all kinds of stuff. They have like
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What would Chris be doing if you never skated? What do you think? You ever thought of that? Nope.
Those questions are weird.
I mean, yeah.
Not to say that you're asking a weird question, but you're asking
I don't usually ask that question.
No, but it's interesting because like, how do you know?
Yeah.
Like
because I was like thinking in school, did you study anything? Like, were you? I was gonna
I'm a big tech
biologist.
Dude. I'm a big tech dude.
Yeah,
I do like animals, but I'm a big tech guy. Like all the things you see at the 9 Club, I set it up. Roger's a camera guy. He's a camera operator, and and lighting and all that stuff. But monitors, soundboard, this, that. We need this routed over here to match this, and I need this, and this stream deck's over here that programs this, and this program. Then I hit that button and it changes this, and like I'm that guy.
That's cool.
So I think it would be in tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
But I don't know if I discovered that till like later. Well, that's not true though. I would take apart old VCRs and try to fix them and stuff like that at the house if something was broken. So yeah, I think something with tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would take apart the VCR to get the motor out to make a tattoo gun.
You had a different agenda than I had. I just wanted to play my VHS games.
Yep. Different worlds, man. Yeah. Okay. Man, anything? Listo? You got any questions?
Yeah, I got a couple questions for you, Chris.
Go ahead.
Do you have any advice for anybody out there trying to start a podcast or anybody trying to become a professional skateboarder?
I mean, the podcasting thing's easy. Just do it. Mm-hmm. Roger said, you said Roger said the same thing.
He did.
Because like you could overthink everything in life. Like you're driving, you're overthinking this, you're taking a shower, you're thinking about this, and then also we're in an industry where we really like care about what people think about us too. If you're talking about like a skateboarding podcast. So even for me, that was kind of a little tough to kind of digest at first of like, what are people going to think of this? Mm-hmm. Are people going to like it? Are people going to think that we're corny? Is this going to be interesting? Like I had all those thoughts, and I'm like, dude, who the fuck cares? That person who has that opinion of me is not in any way, shape, or form a part of my life.
Right. And it shouldn't
affect what I'm doing.
Right.
Like I think skateboarders can really, I think we need to drop that part of our brain of what people think, especially with something else besides skateboarding, right? Like skateboarding, we all know, but going outside the box, starting a podcast, doing a clothing company or this or that, like I think just do it.
Yeah.
Who cares? If it doesn't work out,
at least you tried.
It doesn't work out. Who cares? And nobody's going to remember. You know what I mean? That person who's talking shit is just, he's talking shit. Oh, dude, this dude is sloppy. Like whatever, right? And then he's going off and making a bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
He's not crafting his whole day around some comment. You know what I mean? Like, but so block all that out. Go do whatever you want to go do.
Yeah.
As far as skateboarding goes, good luck nowadays. Everybody's good. Everybody rips. I don't even know the proper way
to get in
there.
Yeah.
Instagram, I think Instagram is still our place. I don't think TikTok is our place. I don't think YouTube is becoming our place, even though a lot of people have been doing YouTube since its inception, but it is becoming our place. So YouTube and Instagram, I think, and then just trying to get out there and be cool with people.
That's true. Yeah,
I don't think
part of your local scene.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think sponsor me videos exist anymore. Huh? Sponsor me videos.
If they do, it's a link on YouTube that they're sending. Or like, hey, check out my footage. Here's a clip. It's all links.
Yeah. I
don't know. I'm so glad I'm not a part of it.
Do you still consider yourself a professional skateboarder, or you're just like Chris Roberts?
Yeah, dude. That's a funny question, dude. Yeah, I guess so. I still say professional skateboarder.
Of course. Well, you still get money from boards, right?
Yeah, I still have my board out.
Sure. If you're getting paid for something, you're a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm not up there with the guys. You know what I mean? Like, I think that I did my thing, right? And now I'm doing another thing that still is skateboarding and relevant.
Yeah.
So Chocolate still decides to have my board out, and that's like a blessing, If they came to me tomorrow and was like, hey, we're going to pull your board, I'd be like, okay, cool. No worries. Like, and I think that a lot of people in skateboarding too are like, the argument might be like, well, you should let other kids come in and make room, and I'm like, well, first of all, like,
it's not up to you. First of all. Yeah.
Well, first of all, Chocolate and Girl have been around for a long time. They're very smart. They know what they're doing. And if them making my board and giving me royalties was taking away from somebody else, I think that they would know.
Right.
So them making a few of my boards that they know how they're smart. They've been around for a while. It's not.
Yeah, you're not.
It's not holding anybody back.
Right. It's not like you're taking up a spot for somebody.
No.
Exactly. No, and that's what I love about Girl and Chocolate too, because they're like family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more than just a board company.
For sure.
So, and like I believe you'll have a board forever.
I mean, if that's the case,
as long as the company's around. So
hold on, let me get Rick on the phone.
Yeah, tell them.
No, you tell them. No, but if that's the case, cool. And I think that I think that they're stoked on what we're doing. You know, so I think that there's still people out there that want to buy the twin tail, the twin paddle board and stuff.
GO69 out there, if you don't know.
There you go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the I'm not too sure, but I think the Sean Malto is not even. I think that's a GO80.
Yeah, that's.
So I don't even pay attention to that.
Exactly.
You know.
Don't pay attention.
Anything else, Lisa?
Do you remember when you first turned pro? When they surprised you, or was it a surprise party?
Oh, dude. No, it was not a surprise party. It was
they
actually.
didn't have that back in the day, huh?
No, that's Jerron. He needs to.
We need. Yeah, gotta surprise him.
I told him we'll go do it at Olive Garden.
I don't like Olive Garden.
Okay, so this was a funny story. I've told it before, but long story short, I was going to Barcelona with Mark Johnson. I think we had rented a house out there. I think other people were going to be staying out there. Richard Angelides. I think there was a bunch of people that were going. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. And our flight was that day. We were going to go to LAX. I live less than 10 minutes from LAX. Chocolate was doing a autograph signing in the Inland Empire.
Out of your way.
Yes. That's like 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. It's a lot.
Yeah. One way.
Inland Empire is far.
Yes.
They're doing a signing in Inland Empire the day that Mark lives out there. He's good. He's driving from there. He could stop by the Inland Empire. And I'm telling our team manager, Sam, dude, I'm not going. Mm-hmm. This is the first time I was
going to
putting my foot down.
Okay.
I would not, you know what I mean? I'm not going to tell the girl child I'm not going to go somewhere. Right. Of course I'm going to go. Wherever they ask me to do, I'm going to do it. That was the only time
But you're like,
dude,
I don't want to miss this flight.
I'm 10 minutes from LA. You want me to drive 2 hours for an autograph signing. The rest of the team is cool. Kenny Anderson's going to be there. Mark John, heavy hitters are going to be there. You don't need me. I'm good. I got my bags packed. I'm ready. I'm dead. And then, no, you got to go. And then Kenny Anderson's calling me. I'm coming. I'm on my way to pick you up. I'm like, what is going on here, dude? I'm about to go. I got a flight later. I was starting to get mad, dude. I was like, what is going on? Kenny shows up at my house. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I'm like, and I'm more mad than thinking about there's something going on. And there's something percolating down there. I'm just tripping. So I get down there and I'm signing. And of course, when I get there, it's all, hey, what's up? Cool to see everybody. And then this kid, they're signing, we're just signing shit. And this kid comes with a magazine, opens it, and it's my photo, the Evan Hecox, when they have that first pro board, the portrait photo. It's photo. That saying, congrats, you're pro. And I was starting to sign it. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm already signing my own pro page in the bag. But they had glued it in there. They had put it in the bag.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah, and so everybody was like, gotcha, you're pro. And then it was hugs. And then I had
get out of here.
No, and then I had everybody sign it.
Okay.
I had everybody in the thing sign it. And they're like, all right, get the hell out of here, go. And then I jumped in with MJ. We went to the airport. Amazing. So long story, but funny. I was blown away. Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
Took all that madness away.
So all your anger just turned into happiness.
But then it was also, now we got to jump on a flight, a 10-hour flight, So it was fun.
You're like, and where did you get in? Do they have boards already?
No. This was just hey, good. You're going to Barcelona for, I think we're going for a month or something.
Can't even take your new board with you.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was a cool little send off.
Yeah. It's a good way to turn pro, man.
Yeah, it was awesome, dude. Yeah. Looking back, it was awesome, but I didn't understand why the hell they wanted me to drive 2 hours when I'm going to jump on a flight in 4 hours, I'm like, this is crazy. They got me.
Yeah. They got you good.
They got me good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got, last question.
Okay.
Who would you like to see next on the show?
Dude, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Rodney Mullen?
No, on this show.
Oh, on this show. I'm sorry.
The Locals Sk8, yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I mean, that's why I asked if any local rippers, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So maybe we can get an idea of somebody on that side of town we can bring in. Or
listen, it'd be cool to, like you said, Vincent Alvarez would be cool. I think it'd be cool to like mix in, you know, some like pros with some.
That's always been like that's kind of been the plan in a way, but to treat them like a local skater, you know, like we don't. You guys already do the pro thing. You guys go over all their whole history.
Yeah.
And we just want to kind of get to know people and a little bit more. And everybody has a different conversation, but totally. I mean, a conversation. That's cool.
Yeah. Maybe Vince. Vince would be great because he's a good dude. And then he hangs out with rad people too. Actually, Vince's homies would be great on the show. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I know some of Vince's homies like Justin, James Valdez.
James is awesome. Yeah. I think James would be great. Actually, James
he's OG too.
He's OG. Yeah. He's dope. He's a fun dude. Like James.
I'm gonna hit him up about it.
Hit him up. Yeah, James would be great.
Like, we got Chris Roberts requesting you, buddy.
Cut that part out. No, he's a good dude.
We also we asked Kelly. We also tried to get Kelly on.
Oh, Kelly Hart. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, well, he says but he offered that day that you guys were doing like this little live thing for the channel members.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, I'd love to be on your show. I don't know why I'm inviting myself, but he's like,
of course he's invited himself.
But but I mean, I obviously want to have you on the show first because you're the host.
No worries, dude.
You know, you're the host of the 9 Clubs, so I'm like, I gotta get Chris on because I can't. I already know your humor. It'd be like, I can't believe Jerron, you were on the show before, or whoever. Can you believe
trust me, I would have.
I know. Can you believe they got Kelly on?
I would have banned myself from the show. I would have banned myself.
See? I know you, buddy. I know you.
No, but it's also the bunt had Kelly on, the bunt had Jerron on, and then I finally did the bunt just recently. Yeah. But it's their 20th season, so that's it's a big step for them too. So shout out to them also. They're great. But again,
people. Time is everything. Time is everything.
Totally.
Anything else, Listo?
I think that's pretty much with my questions. I have a lot of questions, but we could ask you later on.
Good?
It's good for now.
It's all good. All right. When are we gonna put you in the Skateboard Hall of Fame?
Dude, they need to have a podcast division in there so I can get it. So I can get myself in there.
That'd be cool, huh? Yeah.
I don't know.
That'd be great.
There's no way I'm getting in there.
Not yet. Maybe soon. Nah.
That's why I said they need a podcast division. All
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna ask you a crazy question. We usually have you pick from the bowl, but like this is for more like skaters that are not had the career you've had. So, because I mean, like, what if you had a shoe? If you had like what board you like? If you could get your name on a board, what team would you be on? Mm-hmm. Those are the crazy questions we have for the local skaters.
I get you.
But for you, I was gonna ask you. Tesla just came out with that robot. Yeah. Would you own one of those things?
Are you talking about the robot?
Yes,
or the car?
No, the robot that I just saw.
Dude, I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, I almost... Because they made it look like a human.
Right.
Or humanoid. There's no face. But it's... I almost think I would prefer a robot-looking R2-D2 type thing than an actual...
humanoid type of,
I think if I had this humanoid thing rolling around, I'd walking around my crib, I think I'd be weirded out.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of scary.
Like, especially if you catch him at night, like, what the hell is he doing?
Dude, going up to take a piss. Oh my god, I didn't know you were cleaning right now.
He's like, did you need some assistance? I'm like, no, dude, I'm good.
No, just flush it when I'm done.
Oh, no. See, but yeah. It was funny the way Elon was trying to sell it. I was like, they'll do anything you ask it to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you're getting a little crazy here. Like, we already know what people are gonna do with these cars.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the Tesla. Like, I have one. I think it's the best car I've ever owned.
Okay.
I lease my cars, but I've had Priuses, I've had a BMW, I've had a Volvo, I've had a bunch over my driving career.
Right.
And by far the best car.
Wow. Maybe you want to get one.
Well, because it updates.
Oh.
So
it's like a cell phone on wheels.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
I can update the car, and it can have all these new features. Like, I've never had a car that, like, their little infotainment center, like, they never update that thing.
Right.
You can have the car for 6 years. It's the same shit that you got it 6 years ago. It's all out of date. Apple CarPlay doesn't work on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's...
Yeah.
And then now, but Tesla, it's just every... Oh, I got a new update. Cool. What's the new feature?
Wow.
Oh, it can change lane and do this. And I'm like, okay.
It drives itself?
Drives itself.
Wow.
You ever fall asleep while driving by itself?
No. If you do, it'll stop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How would it know that it fell asleep?
Camera?
Yeah. It has a camera in the front, but it also has you do, like, pull on the steering wheel every once in a while to, like, let it know that you're still paying attention.
Oh, so if you're having it drive itself,
Yeah.
you still got to be like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm
But
looking
I don't know. So I'm a big fan of the cars.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the robot, maybe, yeah. I mean, if it'll do anything for me.
I mean, come do the show for me.
But I don't know.
Or like these guys don't make it in. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
we got a couch for it today.
Well, I have a question.
Yes.
You know?
or Lisa's at home.
Yeah.
And his voice is
There
coming
you
out
go.
of it.
There you go. You never have to leave, bro.
Yeah.
We're in for a fucking
Oh
crazy
my
future.
gosh.
Dude, I think I would use the robot for like after a long day of skateboarding or work just to massage me or something.
Oh,
you know?
there you go. Hey,
Not that kind of massage, like just for the body.
Listen,
Pause.
He's putting $20 in the little pocket there. You know?
See, and then another thing, those faces are probably sending that.
I know. Who knows what the hell's behind
Yeah,
there,
who's
bro.
keeping all that?
Bro, I cover my little computer, little camera. Like,
Yeah.
let alone a whole robot now I got to worry about in my
That
house.
was funny. Andy Anderson, he saw my phone, and it has like a little. I don't know if I have my phone right here, but it has like a little window to slide.
Oh, yeah.
So
See? Yeah.
he goes, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think I want to get that.
Well, there's so much like intrusion nowadays. Like our phones are listening to us, they're watching us. Like it's just dude, it's just.
I was like tripping because people were saying like, oh, you like all this. Are you ready to get chipped or whatever? I'm like, we're already there, bro.
Dude.
You put that phone in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's already got you.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Will I get it? Only time will tell. I don't know.
Okay.
Those are expensive, though.
Yeah, they're like $30,000, I think it said. Yeah, it's just as much as a car.
Crazy.
And then he has another car that's
The
coming
cyber
out.
taxi thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that could drop you off at work and then go work for you.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Huh?
Yeah.
It costs $30,000, and you could have a fleet of them if you wanted to.
Yeah. And then
It just drives around.
it drives around doing the Uber or whatever, and then it comes back when you're done with your job.
So it makes money while you're making money.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
So literally, all you have to do is buy the car and then pay for the charging.
It's gonna pay for itself too in the long run.
That's crazy.
And if you get like 3 or 4 or 5 of them,
Imagine. You
I mean, you're running those
your own
things,
company.
You're running those things 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The future.
But that's gonna be annoying, right? Like he's driving his cars because I'm the type of person I gotta get around you on these, and then what if they're all like
I don't know.
magnetized,
I'm getting used to them though. They have them in Santa Monica.
Okay.
They have the Waymos, and they're just driving around with nobody in them. It's crazy.
That is weird.
But yeah, so you get used to them.
Yeah, that technology hasn't reached Whittier yet.
Or La Puente.
Come on, Whittier, man.
Come on, Whittier,
Let's
let's
get
get
some
it together.
robo taxis out there.
You know? Yeah, man. All right, man.
Okay.
That seems to do it, man.
I appreciate
Anything
you, bro.
else, Lisa? Are you good?
Good with the
Make
questions
sure.
for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
All right. And give us your shout outs.
Dude, shout out to OG Skate Show. Shout out to Listo. Listo, is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Listo.
listo.
Why is it Listo? Is that your last name?
It's a inside joke between me and my brother when we were younger.
Okay.
And then people started hearing it, and then I started throwing flyer parties, come to Listo's flyer party, and then people just started using it. So
what does
like,
Listo mean?
Listo in Spanish could mean 2 different words. It could mean smart or
Okay.
ready.
Yeah.
Smart or ready?
Yeah, depending how you use it.
I usually use it as are you ready? Like,
Right.
Are you
Okay.
listo?
Listo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending how you want to use it, like estás listo, like
Yeah.
are you ready, or
Okay.
estás bien listo, you're very smart.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Depending how you use it.
Right. Well, dude, shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations on 100 episodes. Like I said in the very beginning, man, 100 of anything is very difficult, especially in the podcasting world. So congrats, dude.
Thank you.
Those are my
Thank you.
shout outs. And the nightclub and skateboarding. You know, that's why we started the nightclub, was to celebrate skateboarding skateboarders, filmers, photographers, team managers, anybody in the industry, stuff like that. So
I love it.
Appreciate you guys.
For what you guys do, we got to do what we do now.
Hey, there you go.
And we see that it's possible, and like people out there, they see it's possible. They can start one too.
Totally.
You know what I mean? I'd love to be a guest.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
So, all right, Listo, your shout outs?
Yeah, I got some shout outs. Shout out number one, God, for giving me the strength and energy to keep going forward. Shout out to my family, my mom and dad, my brothers, my sisters, my siblings. Shout out Skateboarding. Shout out we're the Locals Sk8. Richard, OG Skate Show, and Peralta is not here today. We miss you, buddy. Shout out Chris Roberts for coming down here and sharing your story and getting to know you a little bit more. And it's like a dream come true, man. At first I was like nervous, but we're all human beings.
Oh, dude,
and
yeah, for sure.
You're like on the higher side of the skateboarding, like professionally wise, somewhere where I want to be. But maybe I keep going, I'm gonna keep going, and never know where God will lead us.
Oh, dude, totally, man. I'm just a dude.
Yes, sir. We're all human beings, learning from each other. So I just want to give you a shout out and thanks again for coming down and made my day, man.
Of course, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Man, his shout outs it made mine look.
I mean, he does it every week.
Man, it made my shout outs look.
I know.
Nothing.
I tell the guests the shout outs and I go, all right, and then he does his. I go, that's how it's done. That's how it's done.
Okay,
they're like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, God, oh yeah, my parents too. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
But yeah, we had a youngster on and he was like, oh, shout out skateboarding. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna shout out your parents because they raised you right, from what I've met. So yeah, so again. Chris?
I mean, family and friends, of course, bro. That's what this world's all about, bro.
And again, Chris, thank you for coming down. I really appreciate that.
Of course, OG.
Yeah, and 100 episode, man. I can't believe it. We made it here so far, and we want to keep it going, man. So again, thank everybody out there for tuning in. Please, thank you for liking and subscribing to our channel. I really appreciate that.
There you go.
Hit that all notification bell so you know when we're dropping episodes. If you or you know somebody that wants to be part of the show, hit us up on Instagram, or if you see us in the streets, let us know, man. We'll get you in the studio. Thank Listo for on the ones and twos today. Shout out to Peralta. He didn't make it today, but we miss you, buddy. And till next time, I'm OG Skate Show. Peace out.